Oh, you're back for more, are ya? Well, we're gonna give it to you in the Proles 2 documentary.
Did you already start recording, Reilly?
What?
Yeah.
You hit record, you big dope.
Stop acting like this is planned.
Ah! You could have killed me with that, you psychopath. Oh.
Hey everyone, it's Jake again. If you guys remember, I'm the drummer. I also do a little bit of keyboards and vocals. It's been a year since the last documentary, and we wanted to commemorate the second summer, third summer that we've been a band, but we weren't really a band that first summer. We just kind of played some loud noises and hoped it worked out. So we wanted to document our second year, our first year playing gigs, and a lot of things happened this summer, so we wanted to document that. So I hope you guys enjoy our second Proles documentary. The first one was called White Noise. We'll figure out a name for this one after. It'll appear like right here.
Right, yeah, we've gotten a lot better in the last year, that's for sure. Or at least we think so. I think that's pretty evident in, you see what we thought was our best stuff last documentary, and you see what our best stuff is now. I think it's pretty different.
Hello, Prole Nation. It's Reilly here. We're doing a documentary too. Can you believe it? We're still together.
The last documentary, I think it captured what we wanted to say and introduced people to the band in a fun way, but also we couldn't play back then, so a lot of the videos are terrible. There's the one of us playing All-Star, the one of us playing Mr. Jones, which Reilly likes. You guys can see his epic bass skills in that one. But the videos that we have this year are hopefully going to be a little better. Just for a comparison, we'll show you our first ever time playing one of our originals, Roll On. Then we'll show you a clip of it from January when we were doing a thing called the Basement Sessions. We'll talk about that later. And we'll throw in a clip of one of our live performances of it that we did this summer.
Reilly actually knows how to play a little bit. He kind of knows where the notes are on the fretboard. That's cool.
No, in all seriousness, I feel like I've gotten significantly better. Like, I actually know what songs we're playing now, so that's good.
In the year we progressed, it's a few different things that led to us getting better. I think first, there was supposed to be a time where we were going to do quote-unquote recording. If you guys remember in the last documentary we foreshadowed we'd be making an EP. That didn't happen. But it led us to choosing songs we wanted to play and working very hard on those. And then once E left for college, it became a little bit of a challenge to play. So we figured out what we wanted to work on when we were all separated. We got back together over Christmas break. We started doing something called the Basement Sessions, which we'll touch upon in a little bit. And in between that time, leading up to summer, we practiced on our own, then we got back together, and this is the hardest we've been practicing. And we might not be the most professional band still, but we think it's made a world of a difference. The live shows and the experience that we've gotten it's definitely made us better than the band we were last year and especially 2 years ago. Reilly in his clip's going to probably talk about how he knows chord progressions, but that man is a living embodiment of dyslexia. He probably can't find his way outside of my house. So we're going to go in descending order from what happened last year. Right after we finished making the first documentary, we actually tried to make a music video for our main original Roll On. And in all fairness, it could have gone much worse. We'll probably throw in a rough take of some of it. In retrospect, it's not our best work, but we had my buddy Andrew help us work on it. I make movies with him all the time. Him and Reilly have a flair for the film arts. And I think it was a solid start. We're going to revisit making a music video later on, once we have studio recordings or better takes.
To put it lightly, a failure. It didn't go too well. We didn't actually record the song to be dubbed over the music video, so we kind of just filmed the footage for nothing.
So that music video, well, we never had a recording to use, so, you know, it's kind of useless. And now we all are older and look different, and, you know, it's outdated. So, you know, we'll probably reshoot it at some point. The ideas were there. We'll reshoot it. We'll try and make it more us.
So our last thing we did before Ethan left for college was we wanted to have a concert. And if you remember, last year was in the middle of a worldwide lockdown, and we clearly weren't ready to play in front of the live public. So we had an Instagram live concert. If you guys don't know, our Instagrams where we post everything at the Proles_RI.
Shameless plug.
So Rye, what did you think of the live concert? I thought it was, for what we were at the time, one of our better performances. I wouldn't say it's aged very well, but I remember having a really good time.
It was a nice experience to try to play all those songs in a row, because we hadn't really done that before. So it was very helpful as like a starting ground for us to, you know, learn. Live.
Yeah, in that new original, I think I'm gonna do it.
Alright.
Cause
In the new original?
yeah, well, I mean,
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Alright, we now have one watcher, me.
and me, suck it.
Are you watching too?
We're gonna monitor the chat.
It was good because it forced us to get to a point where we were not noticeably bad, so that we only sound bad to like musicians and not to the average Joe.
And I'd say that still took a little while, and we're still getting over that. But that was a high point for us, especially because originally at that time we thought we were going to be recording an EP, which did not happen, which in the long run was a good thing. So we kind of needed that as a last hurrah. We have a clip from like the final practice after that of us playing like Seven Nation Army to send E off. This one's for you, Ethan. pretty unsure of what was going to happen in those few months, what would happen by the time we came back to Christmas to play again. But we got a lot of stuff done on our own, but also got nothing done.
We got a lot of those clips done. We picked up a lot of songs too, you know, which are some of our signature ones now, especially like Secret Agent Man and all those.
Yeah, one thing is our set list has completely changed. We've expanded past the 10 or so songs that you guys saw in the first documentary. We dropped some entirely, picked up some new ones, and I'll mention them as we go along. But in the coming months from where we were here, that was late August, early September, we'd soon pick up songs like Mother's Little Helper by the Rolling Stones. Stepping Stone by the Monkees. I'm a stepping stone. I'm a stepping stone. No! Not your stepping stone. Not your stepping stone. And then we add on more and more after that. We improved on the ones that were in that IG Live last night, Handle With Care. Those were newer ones at the time. We didn't really know how to play them fully yet. But we think we've made a lot more progress since then, too.
Ships they won't understand, and me, I ain't ever gonna understand. Everybody's got somebody to lean on. Put your body against mine. Dream on. I made up time and I made a mess, but I cleaned it up myself, I guess. Oh, sweet smell of success. I know it was better.
I don't know about you guys, but I had so much time to practice, like on my own, which was like, obviously you'd rather practice as a band, but I think I became much more comfortable with the guitar, especially with lead stuff. I got a loop pedal last summer, and I used that a lot while I was up at school on my own in Boston. So I feel like I became much more comfortable like being a guitarist. I'd like to say I got better too during that time.
Your voice definitely improved during that time too, because if you go back to early clips of Say It Ain't So and how you sing it now, it's completely different. I was really busy during that time with URI, where I go beginning, and I still was working at the time, and had clubs and activities, and I still wanted to write music. I mentioned last year I like to rewrite stuff. I'm now up to like almost 30 songs that I've written, so around that time was when I started getting out of my writer's block, and I think as a musician I also evolved during that time. Maybe not for the best, or maybe not for the worst either, but I think it was a very transformative time for the group, even if we weren't physically together. Something about you, baby.
lessons at the time, so I would consider that my practice time. Is like the only time I got to practice, because school hit me pretty hard with everything, because the teachers wanted to just pile on the work, and I really didn't have much free time to myself, and the time I did, I didn't want to do that, because I don't know, because being away from these guys kind of left me like unmotivated and unincented to try, if that makes any sense.
Incentivized.
Incentivized, yeah, sure.